higher grade products. The one made from scrap iron, obviously, being a slightly lower grade material, is used for other industries. So the challenge for the lower end hot roll coil material, which is made from scrap iron, is to try to get a fair price. The challenge for the high grade hot roll coil, which is made from iron ore, is getting the approvals from the ministry to get the material into the country. So these are the two main issues that needs to be resolved. I do believe that the government has commissioned a study to be conducted on the industry, and the industry is awaiting the result of that study, and hopefully the ministry and the government will make some announcements on what is the future for the steel industry in Malaysia.
Now, sounds like you're talking about that word regulations. Is this industry very heavily regulated?
Yes and no. No, in the sense that there is a lot of freedom to move around and then to choose the materials you want. But yes, in the sense that in the supply of hot roll coil.
Right.
So it's okay.
Right. So away from the challenges, where do you want to take Malewa Steel?
What I want to do is to see more usage of steel tubes in the construction sector. But the real challenge, I think, the most exciting area for us is in mycron steel, where we make cold roll sheets. Malaysia right now imports 800,000 tons of cold roll. Because we don't have enough raw material, we cannot actually meet the requirements of the country. So the challenge going forward is I would like to increase the capacity of my plants. Of course, I will only do that if I'm assured that I'll get my raw material. And this is the real challenge for the country. But of course, I will definitely want to expand capacity. There's no reason why Malaysian manufacturer cannot import substitute all that steel coming into the country.
And what kind of skills and resources do you need to achieve that goal?
Two major things we need. One is in the quality of our product. The quality of steel that you produce is very, very important to the customer. So it should not have issues with it. So therefore, maintenance of your facility is paramount, meaning we must make sure the equipments work on time, perfectly each time. So maintenance is a key issue. Which brings us to the second challenge, the people. How do you get the right people with the right attitude, with the right disciplines to run those facilities as professionally as they can? And so in that area, we've had to employ professionals. And so growing the people with experience is key if you're going to go ahead. If we're going to expand, we need people and we need discipline.
There are many things which are good about working with Tunku, but for me it's an honor to be part of his band of brothers. His band of brothers include very talented people in the likes of Umar Swift, which manages MAA Group, Mr. John Tam manages the steel division, Dr. Casey Lim, who is the executive director of Malewa Industrial Group Berhad, Mr. Uwe Irons, who is the CEO of Malewa Engineering. As they say, iron sharpens iron, and for me it's a privilege to be a team together with these people, whom our leader is Tunku Yaakob.
GP to the PE. What am I talking about? Good people will lead to product efficiency. That's what you need to survive in the steel industry. We're just going to take another short commercial break right here on Entrepreneur, but when we come back, we're going to ask Tunku about the here and now. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Takaful and I'm talking about unit trust. Stick with us right here on Entrepreneur.
Isnin hingga Jumaat, Astro Awani membawakan Bisnes Awani.
AirAsia menegaskan ia sudah bersiap sedia untuk berpindah ke lapangan terbang antarabangsa.
Is your business right now? Where do you want to take your business? Those are the two questions that you have to answer if you're an entrepreneur. So Tunku, the here and now of your business, the MAA business, which is Takaful and Unit Trust, where do you want to take it?
In the Takaful area, basically Islamic insurance, we have been in the industry for 4 years, but we've been growing very, very fast. In terms of new business premium for the life insurance side or the family Takaful side, we are as large as MAA, the company that was sold to Zurich recently. The products that we sell in MAA Takaful is principally unit-linked or investment-linked policies. And in this area, we've done very, very well. We are right now the largest Takaful company in Malaysia selling unit trusts. We only have 3 funds, the growth fund, the balance fund and the fixed income fund. And for the last 2 years, all 3 funds ranked #1 in Malaysia in terms of returns to policyholders. Also in the terms of the medical insurance sector, MA Takaful is also the largest Takaful company writing medical insurance. So the mission for MA Takaful is to be number one.
How long do you expect to get there?
2020. I believe 2020 for the overall industry, but by 2015 we should be number one in the Takaful sector. In the unit trust industry, called MAAKL Mutual or MAKL Mutual, it's now ranks number 6 in the industry. We recently crossed the 2 billion ringgit mark, and our focus in unit trust has been deliver yields and returns to our investors.
Now, Tunku, they say there's no sentiment in business. After selling the insurance business to Zurich Insurance, do you feel a bit sad, sentimental that it's, finally gone? The first business that you took over way back in 1987?
Yes, I had to let MAA go with a great deal of sadness. After you nurtured your baby for 24 years, it's very hard to let go. But in this case, I had no choice. The new regulations central bank introduced required me to increase the capital of MAA Assurance from 200 million ringgit to 870 million ringgit. So we said, since we're not going to put in the money, let's sell the company.
Tunku, you're known for your attention for detail. What details do you look for when you go through proposals and programs and other things?
The core of a business is in the business plan. And therefore, the first thing I ask for anybody who's proposing a new business or a new venture would be the business model. In this case, I don't want 100 pages of words. I actually just want one spreadsheet. I'm a believer in spreadsheets. A good business would have a great spreadsheet where sales, debtors, cost of sales, balance sheets are all integrated within one spreadsheet. And that's how I also measure whether the CEO or person running a company is a good CEO or not. If he understands the business model by writing his own spreadsheets, then he knows his business inside out. And I find that that's the fastest way to also learn about a business, is to read a detailed spreadsheet, which links all the relevant key factors that makes the success or failure of that company.
All on one page.
Yeah, all on one page.
Let's talk about legacy. You have a family, and your father passed this business to you, but do you intend to pass any of your businesses to your children?
Of course.
Yeah?
I have 7 children, and the intent here is that eventually they will all grow up. They're still quite young, and eventually manage some aspect of the business depending on their strengths. Another aspect of legacy is not necessarily just my children. There's also, some people call it CSR, corporate social responsibility.
Philanthropy, really.
Yes. In this area, I have strong feelings about. Right now, I've got 2 charities under me. One is called the MA Medicare Kidney Charity Fund, where we run basically 12 centers throughout Malaysia. We keep 600 people alive. The other charity we have is the Budimas Charitable Foundation for children, basically. In this area, we fund the orphanages and shelter homes that are not so well funded. And basically, right now, we're funding 12 homes with about 600 children under our care. At the same time, we also feed 3,000 children breakfast every morning at school. These are in areas rural areas where there's extreme poverty, and kids who go to school hungry. So Budimas also provides food for them. So these 2 charities are very, very important to me, and it's important that the legacy continues and grows.
And final question, Tunku, as always, advice for all aspiring entrepreneurs out there.
Know your spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are key to the success of a business. Also, I would suggest that you have plans for everything you want to do. You have to have a plan A backup plan B, backup plan C, because not everything goes according to plan. In my personal business, when I say invest in a new company or enter a new project, I go all the way to plan F. So my advice is plan everything you're going to do, hope for the best, plan for the worst.
If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. It sounds cliche, but Tunku says it's exactly right. And Tunku says, don't just have a plan A, B, and C, go all the way up to F. For me, I'd go to G, but we're not going to the ground floor. As usual, folks, if you do want to give us some feedback on our Facebook website, please do so on the following Facebook website. We'll catch you next week, folks. This is Entrepreneur. Okay, Tunku, quick quiz. Nasi lemak, char kway teow, or fish and chips?
Nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak. Okay, interesting choice. If you had a choice between a sports car and a motorboat, for leisure, of course, which one would you choose?
Motorboat.
Motorboat, why motorboat?
I like the sea. I
Oh, you
love
like
the sea.
You love the sea, yeah? Favorite overseas holiday spot?
Bali,
Why Bali?
because nobody disturbs me there and I can really relax and chill.
Really relax and chill. And what do you do to relax? Away from the spreadsheets, away from all the business.
My children.
Your children. Okay, what do you do with
playing
them?
with them.
Play with them.
Playing around.
Okay, you're at a dinner party. You meet a very talented person and you want this person to work for you. How would you sell it to work for you? Very quickly, 15-second pitch. That's 5 seconds gone. Quick, 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 quick.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'll talk to him about the company, convince him that he needs to join my company. And that's how I get the guy.
Okay, what's the unique selling point?
The unique selling point is how much fun will be working with me.
You're a fun guy to work with. Thanks very much.
Thank you.